Brittany, also known as Just Be TV, and on my channel we talk about all things beauty, fashion, DIY, pretty much everything I love to do. I show you how to do it. Y'all didn't think I was done, did y'all? I know you didn't think I was done. I know you didn't think I could bring you some more heat, but I'm a fire sign and we come with the heat, okay? Sag is in the building. Stand up. Gang, gang. I have this beautiful crochet hair by ISEE hair. They usually use this hair for miracle knots, but you know your girl had to do something different. I use it for another invisible crochet install, okay? And it turned out beautiful. But first, before we get to the video, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're old, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you. Before we move on, don't forget to like please. Comment a heart, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And follow me on my other social media platforms. I do a ton of content on there that I don't put on here. I try to put everything from there on my shorts, but I don't always do it, okay? I do like different hairstyles and different day-to-day content more on like TikTok more than anything. Loving TikTok. TikTok is just the easiest platform to upload and put stuff on there, but I have been transferring things over. So follow me on those channels. I have one for fashion, which is Just Be TV, and I have one for beauty, which is justbetv.beauty. So I have two on Instagram, 2 on TikTok, and 2 on Facebook. Yeah, your girl is busy, but they are all doing great on all platforms. And I realize that there's different audiences everywhere, and I always want to make sure that I can get as much stuff out to all the girls so they can all get the information and we can all look good this summer, right? Period. Okay, so again, this video is sponsored by ISEE hair. Love ISEE hair down, okay? And I asked for the longest, waviest, most beautiful hair they got, and this is what they gave me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. As you can see, we're using 7 bundles of Body Wave Feather Crochet Hair by ISEE Hair. And of course, I always wash my bundles first. On the left side is what it looks like before you wash it, and on the right side is what it looks like after you wash it. So I decided to start this video off with the foundation already complete. So we are back with the base. Now you already know how we do our base. We do our base with cornrows going in the front, and I actually fed in them this time. And you know how on the previous video when we started to do the feed in, we only fed in 1? I actually fed in about 2 each time. That's why it seems like there's so much hair. So I just kept feeding it in, and just to see what that was going to look like, you know, because I feel like this hairstyle for me is trial and error. And I like to find like new ways to make things just like perfect, because I'm a perfectionist, which is not a good thing. I just fed more in, so that's what it's looking like. And this is what my base is looking like. Remember I told you it doesn't matter what this looks like. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be covered with the net. Now, I'm not going to do a net this time because I don't feel like it. If you want to see the video where I put the net, I crocheted on the net, then I'll link that somewhere around here. But for this one, we're just going to go in and do the regular first method that I did the first time. And for me, that's fine because I switch out my hair often. If you're a person who wants to keep it in longer and also like redo it over and over again, and it's just to make life easier, I would say use the net. But for me, I'm okay with just doing it this way. So it's not a nightmare for me. But if it's a nightmare for you and you want to use the net, I'll link that video because that one's for you. But for me, we're just going to crochet it in the very first way that I did it, which is again best for me. Let me show you the hair that we're using. It is by ISEE hair, and it is their feather crochet in Body Wave. Look how beautiful that is. It is so soft. This is gonna look so good in my head. Look at that. That's what it's gonna give. I love trying new textures with this technique. I love it. And this is how much leave out I have, which is barely any. I left a lot of leave out last time. In the last video, I think too much. So you really don't need a lot, because if you make the braids really small right here and you put them close together, you're not gonna be able to see it. So you don't need a lot of hair out. But I had told a girl previously who had asked a question about how do you go about figuring out how much hair to leave out. And what I told her was to put your hair out and then put like a comb right there and put your hair over it. And if you can see the comb, then it's too thin to leave more hair out. So that's what I suggest is the best way to go about figuring out how much hair to leave out when it comes to this invisible part. Because I feel like with this hair, it's gonna look the best with the middle part. I don't need to do a side part. If I want to wear it to the side, I can do like a flip over because I mainly just wear it in a ponytail. So we're only doing this middle part, and then of course the perimeter, and then the basic cornrows in the front with the circle in the back. Not be perfect because again, I don't care, but that's what it's looking like. It doesn't have to be in a circle, but what I do advise you is to always have that perimeter braid going all the way around because that helps you to create the foundation for you to pull it up. Hope that all makes sense. You already know if you're not using the net, what you do is you usually use one bundle. I put a few in, but you're gonna use one bundle and you're gonna go all the way around this perimeter braid. All the way around this perimeter hair braid with one bundle, because you need that to be the fullest. Then you're gonna space it out up and through here, and then you're gonna fill it out right here. So depending on how much hair you have, depends on how much hair you're gonna put. You don't have to do them super close right here. I would say do the back, do the front, and then fill it out right there. So that way you have enough for the rest, which is the most important. And this could be spaced out. It doesn't have to be close together. So you'll see what I mean.
Now, I didn't end up using a full bundle on the back, but I made sure that I spaced them a little bit. You don't want to do them on top of each other because the hair will expand and you don't want it to be too heavy. So you want to make sure you spread them out evenly so that when the hair puffs out, that it literally will fill up the entire spot. I hope that makes sense. I usually just feel my way through and I go in and put the pieces in as necessary. This hair feels really thin, so when you touch it, might feel like you need more, but you don't. Make sure you space it out evenly because once it's all done, it's gonna all look perfect. This is my DIY spacing.
Now that we did the back row, we're gonna go in and fill out the front. And I normally depend on how many bundles I have because I have 7. So how I strategically decide how much hair am I gonna put is I decide how many I got. I got 7 packs. So what I did was I did one, this was all one right here. And then I'm going to do another one right here, another one right here, which is 3 bundles. That leaves me with 4. I'm gonna probably put like 3 back here, and then I'm gonna take the 4th one and fill it all in. And that's what we're gonna do. So you guys already know how this goes. If you haven't seen the other videos, go check them out. It's gonna tell you how we do this part. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this part in, and we'll be back with the full part of this, and then we'll talk about the back part. Okay, it is the next day. So I'm back to show you. I did all the front, all the way to the circle. We still have to fill all this in. I have currently used 5 bundles. So I actually got 2 left, which we're gonna use 2 to fill out that. And I think that should be plenty. I don't really want it to be too heavy at the top. I kind of want it to be like flatter at the top, and then like I want it to be heavier at the bottom. That's just me because I think it looks better when it's just like flat and then thick at the ends. It looks more natural to me. When you have too much volume up here, it just makes it look unnatural. So I got 2 bundles left. We're gonna fill out the back. We're gonna start at the bottom because I want it to fill up faster at the bottom and then like gradiate towards the top. Because again, I want it to be flat at the top. Now I do want it to cover, so I'm gonna be very wise about where I place the hair. But let me show you the 2 bundles. And this is the 2 bundles. I know it looks like it's not a lot of hair, but honestly, when you brush it all out, it just looks condensed. I always tell the girls like they need to wash the hair when it comes because it comes condensed and it looks thin, but it really not. It's just condensed because it's been in a package and it's been chemically processed. So when you wash it, it opens and expands the cuticle and makes it puffier. So even though it might look like it's not a lot, it is. So we're going to space this out in the back. Now, I don't think I'm gonna film that part because I'm gonna go
and watch something while I'm doing it. It just goes faster that way, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You just crochet it in like you would do on the weaving net that I did on the other video. So far, so good. This hair is waist length. I'm obsessed. This is 22 inches. I feel like it's way longer than 22 inches, right? This is about to eat. This is about to eat. And if you've been following me, I'm obsessed with ISEE hair. ISEE hair is one of my favorite brands when it comes to just hair in general. Half wigs, extensions, ISEE hair. It is that girl. I actually didn't know that they had crochet hair until I did the other crochet install, and they reached out to me and was like, hey, do you know that we got some feather crochet hair? And I'm like, no, I didn't, but let's get into it. And I was able to pick the style that I wanted, and because I had already did like the yaki and the kinky, I was like, let's see what body wave is giving. Let's see what body wave is giving. And I am so excited because I already know this is about to be good. This is about to be beautiful. Okay, so I'll be back once I'm finished with the rest of the hair. You just crochet it in, no biggie, okay? I'll be back. All done. And it is giving everything it's supposed to give. Now, like I said, I went with the middle part, and it's giving very much Pocahontas. I'm trying to decide, do I want to just wet it and see what that gives? Or do I want to wand curl it? Or what do I want to do? I haven't done a wet look in a minute, and because I have been straightening my leave out, I might see what it's looking like wet. Now, I don't know if my hair is too curly for this. My hair is actually really curly, but I do have a little bit of a wave up and through here because I have been straightening it. So it's a little more heat trained in this area, so it might blend perfectly, but it is really pretty. I really love it. Here's the back. The hair is beautiful. The amount I used was perfect. Very full, very beautiful. And ISEE hair is going to do it every single time. That's just facts. I want to wash it, and because I didn't put the heat protectant and stuff on there when I washed it before I installed this, I'm going to re-wash my leave out and see what it's giving. Girl, you ain't never seen crochet like this before. I'm sure you haven't. I'm almost positive. Okay, so I'll be back. And we're gonna take it out and see what it's giving. It's actually still a little wet, but we're still gonna take it out and see. Now, there was a girl who commented on one of my videos, and she said this was a perfect vacation hairstyle. Now, this hair is the perfect vacation style. This one right here, because this is giving like very much vacation. It's still a little wet, so it needs to be dry, but this is what this hair is giving. Totally different vibes than the other one, but when I say stunning, this hair is stunning. Oh my god. First of all, it is so soft. I can't get over like how soft it is and how like good it feels. Me and ISEE hair go together real bad, okay? Real bad. And I think the main reason why it's a little tame is because of the product I put in there. I wouldn't put any product in it. I put the setting foam in it because I thought that that was going to help set my natural hair, but it actually made it a little too tamed. I like how it was before I put the product in it, and I'm sure that it'll get like that over the next couple of days. I always tell the girls, like,
A lot of times hair should be good enough where you don't need to put anything in it. I like to just leave it alone. It lasts longer. It just helps it maintain its integrity, and it just acts perfectly when you don't disturb it with different products and different chemicals, because sometimes products can make it like more tangled and dry it out and stuff like that, and then you think it's the hair when it really could be the product. I find that when I don't put anything in the product, I find that when I don't put any product in the hair always acts predictable and always acts great. So I'm probably gonna wash this out tomorrow and let it be dry and do the twist again, because my hair is a little frizzy because it was a little wet. Like previously, I put it on wet hair. I put the product in there. I put it on wet hair, and then I straightened my hair, and then I wet the bottom of my hair, and then I put the product in there and I twist it all up. But next time, I'm not gonna do it on wet hair. If I do, it's gonna be very lightweight, and I'm not gonna put it so close to my hair because I don't want my hair to be wet, especially after I just straightened it. Even though I put the heat protectant on there, water still will make it like frizzy. It's not curly, but it's frizzy. So I would do that next time. I wouldn't put any product on it, and I wouldn't make it wet. I would just straighten my leave out like I normally do, and then I would twist it up just to blend the leave out and make it like wavy with the rest of the hair. You can also wand curl it if you're that type of girl, but I feel like just straightening it and then doing it in the barrel, in the flat twist will do great enough with blending, because my roots are great. It's just this part right here. So, but other than that, I think it looks amazing. I think it looks so good. Oh my God. I swear every time I do my hair, I think it looks better and better. This is just a whole new vibe. This is just a whole new vibe. But I know some girls gonna love this and be like, oh, I want that one instead. Because that's how I am. Never satisfied. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. If you want something for vacation, listen, I know that it's like, gosh, how many should I get? Which one should I get? Get them all. Get them all. Because they're all good, and you're all for different occasions. I was also thinking about doing a membership. I just saw that, I just learned about the membership section on YouTube, and they sent me a notification saying like I should do memberships because of my audience. And I was thinking about doing memberships, and on the membership, like giving more detail on how to make the hair look like perfect. I give details, I feel like, on the video, but I feel like I can do like some lives and some things like that to make it like perfect and help you guys make it like perfect. If that's an interest of you and you think I should do that, then leave a comment down below, because I only want to do it if it's worth it. I don't want to do it if nobody's gonna watch. So if you think that that's something you would be interested in, and me teaching you how to do it step by step, I am open to doing that. If I get enough people that are interested in signing up, I might create something like that and teaching the girls. And then also, I do sewing and I make clothes too, so I would probably add that in the membership too. On top of like my little tutorials, I would add that in there. So it'll be like a mix of hair and fashion in the membership. So again, leave a comment down below if that interests you. But if you don't follow me on the other social platforms, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all those places to see some more updates on the hair, because I will be doing different hairstyles. But until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye!